I don't know why they made this a to be continued. It was boring. Ain't nothing happened. They argued for 2 seconds. Kandi left because she wanted to leave. She was gonna go home. But Shamari and I think Eva made her stay, and and she said that she was gonna be on her grown woman, so she ended up staying. Porsha sitting up there sitting down, still wants something to eat and drink, and said she ain't going nowhere. Then she talked to Petdo Bismarck, aka Marlo, and she talked to her, and Marlo said, "Don't go nowhere, stay right here. You welcome here. What you leaving for?" Portia said, "Oh no, I'm not leaving. She the one with the problem, not me. I just was telling her she ain't want to hear my side. She ain't want to call me. She ain't want to hear my side. She want to believe what her shady bunt saying. I just want to tell my side of the story. She don't want to hear it. She want to believe what she want to believe." I think they argued some more. Then 10-year Eva might have stopped it. And then they said, "This is not what we was here for." And then they decided to do the whole hibachi thing, and the hibachi thing turned into going in that little old room or that little old space with a grill in the middle and the chef in the middle with them round them in that little old box. Now I'm happy you got a hibachi room, Tanya, but I wouldn't have lasted a second in that hot box. Like you couldn't tell me that none of them want to sweat all that makeup they had on their face. Like that room was hot. I was surprised Porsha lasted as long as she did last in that hot room, knowing she hot. Talking about a hot flash. No, you was happy that oven was too hot for that ass. That's what that was. That grill was too hot for you, and I don't blame you. I would have left out of there too. She looked like she about to sweat 2 pounds off up there just a fanning, saying, "Ooh, it's hot, ooh, it's hot." Nene, how long did you survive? Well, you went in and out worrying about Porsha and this whole situation and worrying was she alright, so you ain't sitting there you ain't sitting there too long like everybody else sitting there long, so you kind of got you a little bit of breath though. But Tanya, that's a nice idea or whatever. But that room too small to have that big old ass grill in there and that little ass small space with everybody around the grill and the chef throwing food in everybody's mouth. And you expect that room to stay cool with that big old long grill up there and that man cooking eggs and all that and vegetables on the grill. Like, no. Nice idea though, but you could at least have extended that a couple of more feet. At least let some air circulate in there good, because I know that was in there stinking, funky, and nasty. Because I know all them was in there sweating. You ain't gonna tell me what none of them in there sweat when they weaves on and all that makeup they be went well. Most of them wear all that makeup. You ain't gonna tell me that they wasn't in there sweating. I feel bad for Marlo ass up there fanning. She was fanning the hardest out of Porsha. So before we get to after that, I guess Marlo complained enough that it was hot in there. So they went outside and took it out outside. Then they brought up all the destined shade, and basically Tanya apologized and said she was sorry for the shade that she threw or whatever, meaning that Nene and the shade she threw at Nene, and Nene still on this shit about this fashion mess. Like, Nene, let it go. It ain't really that deep, it ain't really that serious. Like, really? You still on that about them shades? They're $129 or 100 and whatever they is. Those are considered low. They might consider high to you because you paid for them to put them in your shop. But the 10-year, they consider low. And you talking about her ignorance to fashion or whatever the hell you said. Then Eva went on and said that she apologized to Nene and she want to make it up. She didn't mean to do this. She didn't mean to do that. And basically, she surprised them with a trip to Tokyo. But before we got there, Porsha had to be a little messy. Well, all the way messy. Breaking up her shade and Cynthia and her modeling. Eva Wish you have been shading Cynthia since episode 1. This is not episode 11 and you still well, you ain't shaded her in I think 2 episodes, but you have been shading Cynthia and her modeling this whole entire time. So you kind of have been shading her. You might have not been saying it to her face, but you've been saying it in your confessionals, which she probably seeing and writing down, probably remembering, waiting for the reunion to throw that back in your face. And I hope you able to sit there and take your beating. Cause Cynthia gonna get you about you shading her. And Porsha was right. You talking about somebody I wasn't shading her or I never shaded Cynthia. Yes, the hell you have. Every little comment involving modeling, your body, pictures, I think outfits and all that. You've been shading the dog fuck out of Cynthia. And Cynthia seeing this, probably writing it down, probably got it in her bosom, waiting for the reunion to pull it out and say what you meant by this. Okay, now what you meant about this. You have been shading Cynthia from the modeling on up to her clothes. So Porsha was kind of being messy there. But you was kind of shading her, talking about some you wasn't shading her. Yes, the hell you was. You was shading the dog fuck out of Cynthia. And you been shading the dog fuck out of Cynthia. We ain't mad at you or whatever, though. You think you that top model girl, I guess, though, but you been shading her and all that. And then they talk about the light shade and the shade, and just cause you don't detect it, and either you have been shaded these last couple of episodes, besides 1 or 2 maybe, but you have been shading. Just cause you can't detect your shade don't mean you been shady. You been even more shadier towards Cynthia, and I bet you Cynthia gonna be ready to call you out. And Cynthia threw a little shot. Well, I think Cynthia been throwing shots at you too. I knew she threw shots at you at the y'all was doing that thing in Destin, that contest. I know Cynthia threw some shots at you, and she threw some shots at you. Well, Cynthia ain't been throwing too many shots at you, but you been throwing a whole lot of daggers her way. So I'm dying to see how that's gonna fall out at the reunion, with y'all throwing shots at each other. Meaning either you threw the most shots. I talked about Eva in the bachelorette party, and they put on a little, I don't know the name of them robes, don't ask me, but they all put on the little robes. Then after putting them on, that's when Eva announced that she taking them to Tokyo, and basically, Kandi said that I'm not going way overseas to go back and forth with Porsha. It's over and all this or whatever, so they going to Tokyo. Gregg and Nene and his vegan diet he on, and Gregg, you was kind of mean this episode. Like, I don't think we ever seen you this. Yeah, you was a little nasty, and you were being nasty in front of that woman's face. Like, you gonna tell this woman what her credentials is, and she know what her credentials is. Then you gonna tell her everything you got on that piece of paper, get rid of it because it's not happening, and I can't have this, that, and this, and this, and you not gonna give me this, and you don't know what you talking about, and all this. If it wasn't for Nene, better yet, if I was that woman, I would have walked the hell out. I know this free press and promotion for me being on the show, me trying to help you all, but I'm not for to sit there and let you talk to me like a dog. Cancer or no cancer. Like, Gregg, you was kind of mean to that woman, trying to tell that woman her credentials, and that woman know what the hell she doing, and she makes suggestions, and you talking about something. No, that ain't it. That's not what I'm talking about. None of that. We want accolade foods or accolade vegetables. None of this and none of that, none of that, and everything you got on it. Like, if it wasn't for Nene there, you probably would have got more nasty. And like, thank God y'all found an understanding. I forgot your name, Miss Vegan Lady, but you better not ever be. I would have told Gregg where he can go and how far he would have gone. He would have tried me like that, telling me my credentials like he know me. Like he know he went to school with me, like he was sitting there in the room with me, like he was in the same class with me, know what books I studied, know what college I went to, know my grades. Like there's a thin line between disrespectful and rude, and Gregg, you was both. I think you were more disrespectful than you was rude to that lady. Like, that lady trying to get a rundown of what you was getting. I was putting fillers out there trying to figure out what you kind of wanted. Like Nene said, she just trying to see where you want and what you don't want, what your needs and what your not needs and all this. Like, Gregg, you was all the way evil with that lady, and that was uncalled for, and that wasn't fair. Like, you could at least cut that woman a break. And if it wasn't for Nene being the mediator there, you probably would have got even more nastier with that woman. And Gregg, that was all the way wrong. But the party did turn out good, though. Everybody showed up. All Gregg children. Gregg and Nene kids showed up. They all liked the food besides Brand. They had a good time. I think that's Gregg's oldest or second oldest son that wanna teach the kids about cancer and all this and get them a little education in that and help them learn about this and all that. That's good. Don't remember the old lady that Nene was talking to, and she talking about some, I'm tired, I'm stressed, and Gregg, you know, he going through this, I'm going through it with him. He mean to me sometimes, he rude. And like when he mad, he take it out on me and he lash out on me being rude to me. And sometimes I have to hold my tongue and I'm tired, he tired. And you can tell Nene been going through the ringer with this whole cancer battle and this whole ordeal. And I'm not surprised or shocked that we ain't never seen Gregg get his nasty. Well, yeah, we kind of have the previous seasons. When y'all was getting a divorce, I think that's when we seen the nasty side of Gregg, but we ain't never seen Gregg, the nasty side of him like we did tonight, though. But yeah, Nene, I know I joke and I play around with you, and sometimes you work on my damn nerves, though. But yeah, I can kind of understand why Gregg, he'll take his frustration out on you and probably say some things he don't mean, though. But you sit there and you deal with it, and you can tell on your face that you exhausted, you tired, you need a break, you need a vacation. And sound like he ain't got a little bossy in there too. I don't know if he always been bossy like that, but you can tell he kind of bossy and all that too. Cynthia and Mike Hill, Marlo, Cynthia, Mike Hill, Eva and Kandi, and did I say Marlo? This whole Q&A with Mike Hill where they got to ask him questions. I'm surprised Nene wasn't there. I'm surprised Porsha wasn't there. Mallory wasn't there. Like, the core people that I would have expected to be there to ask these types of questions wasn't there. Like, you want to bring Eva, Marlo, and Kandi in. I understand why you bring Kandi. Don't understand why the hell you brung Marlo, because you know Marlo is one of those wild cards, and she basically don't give a damn what she say. She gonna say what she want to, and basically you gonna accept it, move on, or let it slide off your shoulders, or you gonna get an attitude and all that. So I don't know why you didn't invite Nene or Mallory or somebody else. I don't know why you brought Marlo, though, but I guess you and Marlo getting tired. For the most part, I like the Eva line of questioning, asking him the stuff, and what do he add to Cynthia life, and what he add to Cynthia life, and what can you do for Cynthia, and did she ask the sex question? About if you had a certain amount of time, what would you do? No, that was Kandi that asked the sex question, though. But I like the Eva line of questioning, so I kind of see why she kind of brung Eva along, because Eva wasn't out there in your face trying to be in your business and all that. And from the most part, Mike said he open, he honest. If you want to know the question, ask me. I'm not none of Will, so ask me. And he basically said at the end of this, if you got any more questions, just ask me. I'm not afraid to answer them. Just ask me. So from the most part, he took it well. He took everybody's question and answered them and gave his honest opinion. And Kandi with the sex questions about what would you do if you had a limited time for sex, and I kind of liked that question too. And he basically said his part, and I bust out laughing for his answer. And she asked another question. I forgot what it was though, but for the most part, I like the Eve and Kandi questioning. Now, messing Marlo about the credit score and did he have an STD and have STDs now. Now you doing too much, Marlo. Everything in life is not about a credit score now. You might ask men that you plan on having an evening with by ask them about their credit score or what kind of cars they got in their credit card. Not everybody else asks them type of questions. Then a couple you ask somebody questions like that when you finna marry them and put a combined y'all incomes and y'all money together. Not questions where we just date, we just having fun. If they ain't finna walk down the aisle, who gives a damn about a credit score? Hell, at least somebody in every parts of life, don't matter if you're rich, poor, whatever, everybody credit score done been in the shits before, and everybody credit score trying to get it up, or it's above average or whatever. Like, not everybody gonna have that perfect credit score. I guess Marlo want her men to have perfect credit scores. Her gentlemen so the evening, I guess so. Okay. Then we got Kandi and I forgot the girl name. Ronnie White, Shamari. Then we got Kandi, and basically she said she going along with the drama about the sex dungeon and about her holding people hostage in her sex dungeon, and basically she gonna make a whole burlesque show out of it and bringing Shamari and told with it. And Shamara said she could have, I would have liked to been a part of the Mother's Love play, but she wasn't. But she went to it and had a good time with it or whatever. So she decided to join her in the cast of the little burlesque show. And basically their outfits, I love both of their outfits. Like I said, Kandi, you're a little thick. I love your little thick little shape. Like, Kandi, I ain't gonna need much lie. As much as you work on my last everlasting goddamn nerve, I love your shape. Like anything you wear, like you have a little cute little shape to it, and you short or whatever though, but your thickness make up for it. Like you look good for your age, and that outfit you had on, it was like bam, bam, like, and you probably would have had Todd on the phone with you. He probably would have told you to bring that home. Forget a burlesque show like Ronnie did. Shamari told her to bring that home. Like, I like Kandi when she wears something a little tight that show off her little body though. That's the only thing I like about Kandi. Her shape. That's about all. And when she ain't being fake and phony and right here being messy with her shady bunch though. But that was a good little scene. Oh, we got Porsha and her therapist. That was the last part. So Porsha and her therapist, and this the same. Porsha, you ain't got new nobody, do you, babe? The same woman that you want to have a baby with, Cordell, you still got that same woman, your OBGYN, you still carrying on with her, even after Cordell. Not a therapist you seen that you go see when you overwhelmed or whatever, need to talk to somebody. You got the same therapist with Cordell, and she know what you been through with Cordell and all this, and how he was controlling you and all that. And I'm kind of glad she gave you the advice, and basically you told her you got a man, you're pregnant, the drama from that party, and she gave you advice and what to do and all that, and you cried your little eyes out, and basically the little therapy session went good. In my opinion, it went good. Like you needed that, and I guess you needed to let it on out because I guess you've been holding it ever since that Todd birthday party, and you need to talk to somebody, and you needed advice and way to go at when you need this advice. So you decide to talk to her, and everything went good in my book and all that, and you basically told her a mouthful. It was all about Dennis basically, and about his exes and the text messages and all that. Y'all was supposed to let go of y'all exes. He didn't let go of his exes. He was still talking to him, was still texting him, and you didn't let go of all your exes. Yeah, your exes still texts you, but you don't respond back. He's still responding to his exes. So if what I'm saying is true, the last video, and you were still talking to this ex at the party, so that inclines me to believe that that ex was being kind of clingy, and she did come up in your face trying to talk to you or hug you or whatever in front of Porsha. So there, I'm not going back to that damn party. Like, let's leave it alone though. But Porsha, like I said, I think you and Dennis are over. I don't know if for sure y'all over or whatnot though, but yeah, you did the right thing. Go home and talk to him and tell him he need to apologize to you and that he was still talking to his exes, probably still talking to that girl at that party, which inclined that girl or told that girl, he texted me, so let me go on over here and talk to him, maybe give him a hug or a kiss or whatever. So I'm inclined to and believe that that girl kind of did try to make a first move at that party, and Porsha, you kind of freaked out, which what everybody else would do. Yo, man, you sitting here with your man at a party, this half out of nowhere, your ex come up here trying to hug you and kiss you. So I can kind of understand why Porsha probably freaked the hell out and probably went off on him or went off on her, or probably got a little loud or whatever. So he don't think he did nothing wrong. You told him he did something wrong, and he didn't want to give you an apology, but he finally gave you the apology. Then after he said his part, Porsha said that made me lose a little bit of interest in you. So he had to check himself. Then he finally apologized, and then after he apologized, that's basically where the episode ended in, with them on the ropes, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.